Hello, everybody. Testing the audio. Hello, everybody. Okay, audio's working. Yes, I believe I'm live right now. Hello to everyone watching. Thank you for joining. If you're joining live or watching this after the fact, I am Kira. I'm the president of the TICS. Yes, I believe I'm live right now. I'm the president of the TICS Board of Directors, which is the nonprofit parent organization of Camp Twitch and Shout. I've also run the camp store and been designing our t-shirts and other merch for the last couple years. But in celebration of Tourette's Awareness Month and our Clicks for Ticks campaign, we wanted to do something fun and design some merch together. So I've got a couple ideas already, but I'm definitely monitoring the live chat, and if anyone has any ideas, feel free to post in there, any ideas, suggestions, or feedback, and I will be incorporating it and trying to design something cool. So we'll be using Canva to make the design, and then I'm going to post it on our Camp Twitch and Shout Bonfire store. And then if anyone would like to purchase whatever we come up with, they can. There is also a link to our Clicks for Ticks campaign in the description of this video. If you are able to donate, please do. Clicks for Ticks, formerly known as Swear to Change, is our largest fundraiser of the year, and funds go directly towards supporting the programs that our organization is working on and planning, including our summer program this year, the fall retreat, and then bringing back camp next year. We do have prizes for the top 3 people who raise the most money in that, which are a lot of cool camp merch. An additional note, signups are still open for our virtual summer activity club. If anyone wants to join, we're actually planning to do a t-shirt and sticker design activity next Sunday. But there are a lot of fun activities planned otherwise for this summer, including Dungeons and Dragons, drawing, party games, baking cookies, Lego, and Minecraft. But the link to that is also in the description if anyone would like to join. But yeah, otherwise, I guess we'll just get started. I've got the live chat up on my phone here if anyone is watching and wants to chime in. So I have a couple ideas already, but what I figured I would start with would be a Clicks for Ticks t-shirt, because we don't really have one of those already. I'm not sure how familiar everyone is with our bonfire store, but what we have on there already, mostly t-shirts, but they have a bunch of other different, products we can come up with here too. But I think we'll start with trying to make a Clicks for Ticks t-shirt, and go from there. So I had a couple ideas already, but I have my Canva tabs up right here. It's labeling them all as podcast covers for some reason, I'm not sure. But I think my main idea I had so far was a lot of the imagery associated with Clicks for Ticks so far has been like a mouse pointer, or like a mouse, because of the clicks concept. So what I was thinking what might be cool is making the mouse, the cord from the mouse, kind of go into be the axon of like a neuron, and then have like Clicks for Ticks be on that. So that's kind of the concept I'm going with at the moment. So I guess we'll just get started with that. I have a lot of the stuff here, and this is how designing our t-shirts and other merch, at least when I've been doing it, this is how I would typically do it, is either mocking something up in Canva or I've had a couple where I've like drawn digitally, but a lot of them are, you know, we use Canva to do it. But I have a lot of the Camp and Shout and the Tix graphics already uploaded here to use. But yeah, I was thinking we would start with, let's do elements. Let's see what Canva has for a neuron. Oh, some of these are very cute. Yeah, so what I'm envisioning is like this kind of being pointed like this way, and then having a mouse, like a computer mouse, not a animal mouse. I'm looking for this one, but it has like a cord on it. I might have to get a picture of a corded mouse somewhere else. Oh, that one's kind of what I'm looking for. But what I'm envisioning is kind of the computer mouse being like that, and then kind of the mouse kind of going into the axon of the neuron up here, and then having like the text clicks for ticks be on the top left and the bottom right. So if we put in some text here, thank you to everyone who contributed to the suggestions for renaming this campaign, by the way. We went with clicks for ticks, but I believe we had a couple of good submissions. So thank you to everyone who contributed to that. But yeah, what I'm thinking is something along the lines of this is obviously a very rough draft at the moment. Just trying to show you guys kind of what I'm thinking. And then having ticks be on the bottom right, but it be our logo for the Tourette's Information Center and Support. So like that on the bottom right is kind of what I'm thinking for this. What do you think? I think if that's over there. I think maybe we just crop it to this part because I think that'll look nicer on a t-shirt. And then maybe we could always put the Camp and Shout logo somewhere on here as well. And then trying to, I think if I just crop this, and then I kind of want to change the color of this as well, because I think ideally, let me see what colors we could print this on also, because I think the other thing we can figure out is what colors these should be and what colors are available on the t-shirt. So if we look at what Bonfire has available, this is what we use for kind of our throughout the year merch sale options. I think I know a lot of people prefer the Comfort Colors tees. I prefer those myself, so that's usually what I try to go with. But they have like tie-dye and a couple other options that look cool as well with different designs. I'm wearing one right now that's like a blue tie-dye with the white logo. So those tie-dye ones can also look cool with some of the logos. But yeah, let's start with a Comfort Colors tee. And so let's design. It'll show us all the different colors. I'm just looking for the different colors that are available. Because I think our two choices here would be, because I would like part of it to be teal But I think our options are kind of making the, like this graphic, you know, teal on a more like neutral background, like tan, or we could make the background one of these more teal colors, and then have this be like more uniformly like dark or gray. But I think, let's see. Let me see if I can change the color of this graphic or not. Transparency. I can do some like minor image edits to change the color for things that Canva doesn't necessarily allow afterwards, as well. I'm just trying to kind of come up with a concept here. I like how this is situated overall right now. I think I just need to update the color of the neuron graphic, and I don't think Canva is going to make that easy to do. You need WebGL to be enabled. Okay, I guess I don't have that enabled. But I think afterwards, probably I'll go in and I can change the color of all of this to something else. Love it. Thanks, AJ. Yeah, any contributions anyone has, feel free to just dump them in the live chat. But yeah, we're just kind of trying to come up with something cool today. So, yeah, I'll have to edit this a little bit afterwards to change the color, but I think if we go with a teal background, that limits the number of colors that, like the number of options for the shirt. Whereas if we make this like a teal color, I'm thinking I can make, I think the plan, let's see, what tan options are there available in here? Or like neutral ones that we could print teal onto. So we could do gray. Let's see. They have like a tan one. We could do a tan shirt with like a teal neuron, and then I really wish, let me see if it has any, if Canva has any cool like neuron graphics that have editable colors. Oh, those are my uploads. I want elements. This was kind of blue to begin with. I think, so one of the things you have to think about when you're designing a t-shirt is also that like if you have really thin lines, and they get like printed onto a t-shirt, sometimes those deteriorate faster with the printing on a t-shirt if you have like really thin lines. So I like this one a little bit better because it's has a little, like the dendrites are a little bit thicker. Oh, these ones are like black and white. That might work. Oh, that one's, I like the colors of this one to begin with, actually. It's kind of like a more cartoony style. But I like this one because it's kind of going down more towards the mouse cord. I think it flows with the mouse cord better. Let's see. No, I think I'll go with the original one I had, and then I'll just change the color afterwards manually, because Canva is not letting me do it. Some of the graphics I think have, depending on, oh, this one's pretty good actually. Doesn't really, I would have to add kind of a spot where it will go into the mouse cord though. Also doesn't have editable colors though. Okay, so let's just assume for now, I guess, that I'm making this like a shade of blue. Oh, no, don't want to do that. So I'm making this some shade of blue after the fact. I'll just kind of put that there to represent that I'll do that afterwards. So that's going to be like a teal blue color. And then the clicks for Tix text. So our Tix logo is normally... Okay, so if this is going to be teal, then I think the idea is to print it on a... Hey, Brooke. I'm assuming that's Brooke. Hello, everyone joining on the live chat. But yeah, our logo normally is uploads. I'm losing track of where I put everything. Okay, so that our logo normally for Tix is these three colors, like purple, blue, and green. But I was thinking if we make like the neuron imagery kind of like teal blue themed, we can make this like, and then the background is like a neutral tan color, which I'll just like, oh, that looks more yellow. Oh, I don't want to edit the brand kit. Okay, so the background's like a tan color though, and we'll do like that or something neutral. But I'm thinking the Tix part of this could be the purple, because I think that would show up well like with the teal background, and it's also kind of part of our logo. So I think I can... Oh, WebGL to be enabled. Okay. I don't know why my WebGL is not enabled, but I think, so we'll make the Tix, probably have to scale this up a little bit and get like a higher resolution version of this, because I can see it's a little fuzzy on here. There'll be some edits after the fact, but we'll have like Tix be on the right here in like a purple color, ideally the same purple as our logo. So we'll have Tix in this like purple color down on the bottom right. Background will be like a tan or neutral. And then this, probably just like black or gray would be the clearest way to see it. And I'm thinking the mouse could also be black and then have like a white fill inside the mouse part, but then this like cord could sort of be like a gradient going from like the black from the mouse into the like the teal color that we're making the neuron. And then make this slightly larger. That's too big, I think. Oh, I accidentally cropped it. Undo. There we go. Slightly larger. There we go. Hey, I appreciate everyone who's joining the live chat right now. Okay, so we'll have the mouse be like a little bit larger, go into the neuron. Mouse will have a white background. I'm gonna have to edit this afterwards in like a different editing software than Canva. But I'm trying to kind of sketch out how it will look. So this will be black, and then I just want to put square. I just elements square. I just kind of I'm trying to put like a piece of white color there just to kind of mark to myself later that this is kind of what's gonna go there. So we'll make the mouse look white. It'll have like a black cord, sort of a gradient into the neuron, which will be like teal. And then the clicks for part. I think our Tix logo is kind of a, I don't think this is like a standard font that I could make clicks for match. Let's see. Let's just see what different fonts are available and look good, I guess. So we have all of these options. I'm thinking with the Tix logo kind of being this. If you export your Canva to PDF as a vector file, you can bump up the resolution. Yeah, I might, I'll probably have to do that later. Also, Canva also has like an AI background removal and upscaling feature, I believe. I just don't apparently have WebGL enabled. Oh, maybe this. Hold on. Let's see if it can do that or not. It didn't. Sorry, that didn't work. Well, there's AI for you. Let's see. Let's see what it can do. I haven't experimented around much with Canva's AI. Is the Tix image? Looks like my previous upscale already applied. Yeah, that does not seem to have worked, but it did try to do it. That's a good note though. I'll definitely like export this and have to like upscale some of this stuff later. Yeah, but I think yeah, so I think right now I'm just trying to figure out the font size of this as well. Kind of what I was trying to say is also though, like I think ideally I would want to make Clicks 4 be the same font as the Tix logo, but I don't think it's like a standard font that's available in Canva. So I think something like similar, we could either do something similar looking or, oh wait, it did do that. Look at that. That's, yeah, actually pretty much what I wanted. Thanks, AI. I am surprised that that actually worked. Cool. So we'll still have to add the gradients, but that actually did what I wanted it to. So that's now teal. And we'll make this purple, and then that will be white background, and then the black will kind of gradient into there. And then clicks for, I'm wondering if we move, I think ideally I would like to move this mouse cord down a little bit so that there's more room for the clicks for part. Which I think if I do, I'll have to do a lot of this later, but so what I'm imagining is if we kind of cut off one of these bumps and do something like that, and then so it'll be, the cord will be something closer to this. So it'll be a little bit more room for the clicks for Tix, and then we could have like clicks and then 4 can both be a little bit larger, and then we'll have kind of that going into there. I think it would be cool if 4 was a little bit larger, but let's look at different fonts to see Um, black. Text is kind of softer. We could make the 4 kind of like a harder font with like the corners, and then clicks and ticks would be like softer and kind of match. I feel like that would help the 4 kind of stand out a little bit, which would look nice. So if we make this like a softer font, not that one. Actually, I think Fredoka wasn't bad. As far as like matching the vibes of the ticks down here. I don't think Fredoka was bad as far as matching that. But then ticks is going to be I want to see if Canva has a oh, that was cool. I didn't know it could do that either. Or it could make everything purple. I feel like purple and teal would look nice, actually. Maybe if we made like the mouse and clicks for ticks all purple. I feel like that would look nice, actually. And then for like the neutral color background, we could either do, let me see if it had like a light purple. So like if we do like a dark purple for like the clicks for ticks part, it could, I think it might also like the light purple or the other like light colors might also look good. But if we're making all of this purple, I feel like this could be green. So this could be, well, no, because the neuron is already kind of teal. But the mouse could be teal as well, and that way it would kind of stand out. Like the text would be like this purple color, and then this and this would be like the teal color. Yeah, I think that would be good. There's got to be tools. Color picker. I'm looking for like a color picker tool. I don't know if image upscaler, shape cropper. I agree, purple and teal. Yeah, I think I do really like the purple and teal. I think I just had to see everything in these colors. Oh, select an image, select edit, select upscale. Yeah, I can't do that because image GL or whatever is turned off. I'm trying to see if it has a color picker built in. Because what I'm trying to get is the color code for the purple in our logo, in like the Tix logo, to use, or no, I'm trying to get the color for this like darkest teal color that's in the middle of the neuron to try to make the mouse also that color. But I don't think, could you make one side of the clicks, the clicker part of the mouse darker to signify a click? That is a good idea. I like that. I think I'm not sure how to do that in Canva is the thing, but I think if we add, I get what you're saying though, like if we had like the two mouse buttons or whatever, like if we, no, not that. Might have to add this after as well. Okay, straight line. I'll probably have to edit this after, but if we added like a line on there to signify like the two buttons on the mouse, I think if you go to change the text, the color, it might have picker as an option, like pull up the menu of all the colors. Go to change the text color, it might have the picker as an option. Oh, pull up the menu of all the colors. Oh, like on here. Add a new color. Yeah, there it is. Pick a color. Cool. Yes, there we go. Thank you. Figured it out. Yeah, so I think this I wanted to be purple actually, but I will I'm gonna add this color to a color list for go ahead. So I think that wanted to be purple, but we figured out the hex code of this one. And I think okay, this one is letting me change the color of it, which is cool. Again, I'll have to kind of smooth all of this out later. But this is kind of the vibe, and then we'll add like a transition point here for it to go from like this darker teal to like that one. I think the darker teal with these thin lines, I think they should be darker. Oh yeah, I can get the purple from the Tix logo the same way as well. Yeah. So let me do if I do, oh, I think I have to do it through the text color options, and then I'll pick that purple. I think this is like, I think it's the different shades of purple on the different chunks of the logo. Let's see if it can, because this is just an image, so it won't like automatically edit it. Let's see if this thing can do it again. Change the gray in this logo to let's see if it can edit it for me, and if not, we will have to edit it afterwards. Cool. But yeah, as far as the mouse click, I think what Brooke was saying before was making one of the mouse clicks darker, which yeah, that worked. Cool. It'll make me recrop it to just that. But this did work. And then let's see if it can remove the white background for me as well, since the editing tools aren't working otherwise. Keeps recropping it, but it did remove the background, so that's good. So we got ticks over there. We got kind of our mouse, and then I think the idea is I'm gonna take I'm gonna try to take a chunk of the image and just paste it in to act as that line. We'll see if that will work. No, I think I'll have to go in and edit this afterwards. But I think if we make this left mouse click like a darker color, like, or like, I guess it just needs to be darker than the background. So if it could be this like second darkest teal color for like the mouse click. Let me see. A new color. Cool. So we so basically we'll make the left mouse click button be like this color. We'll just like we'll add like a bar here that will be like a similar style to the outline of the mouse, and then add like this this like lighter teal on the left click to signify that it's like clicking. And then I'm wondering if the background of the mouse, because prints show up better with like thicker lines generally. So I'm thinking the background of the mouse should probably be like white. And I feel like that's also more signifying of like a typical computer mouse, is if the background is white. So I'll just add another square there to kind of represent that it's gonna be white. So we'll make like the other background of this mouse will be white, and then it'll have like, we'll add like a line down the middle, and then the left mouse button will be this lighter teal to signify that it's clicking. I'm not sure if we want to try to make like anything else to signify that it's clicking. I feel like it doesn't really need to be that explicit if it's on a t-shirt. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, but I think probably the left button being this like teal color will probably, you know, signify that it's clicking. But yeah, otherwise I think we have the kind of the Tix logo right there. And then the plan is kind of that neuron. Yeah, I feel like make that a little bit larger. And then we'll I'm trying to sort of figure out the spacing here. This could be slightly rotated. Like that, and then I'll probably make the mouse cord the same thickness as like this axon, just because I said that like thicker lines will, you know, hold up better on screen printing. So I'll probably just make this mouse cord like the same thickness as this the whole way down, and then do like a gradient in between this like darker teal color and this lighter teal color. But that I can just do in like image editing after this. And then clicks. Oh, I accidentally made clicks for tick. I made the word clicks this color again. I think we wanted it to be that darker purple. Let's color that to purple. Clicks for ticks. And then I think, yeah, like some minor image edits after this, but I like this for a t-shirt. And then I think the plan will be after I do those edits, I'll make like a draft t-shirt. Like I'll have to go in and edit some stuff, but I'm gonna export this and make like a draft t-shirt just to see how this will look on different colors of shirts while we're doing this. So if I download in the highest file size, I mean, we're just doing mock-ups. It doesn't need to be big. Transparent background. We download that. I'll have to go in and do some editing afterwards, just to those things I mentioned before, but we'll see how it looks on some different color shirt designs. I think just to start with, let's try, I don't know, orchid, light blue. We'll try ivory, sandstone, butter. And then we'll put the file that and this is kind of a draft version, like I said. It has the whole thing in here, but it is, I don't know why it's cropping it so much. $1,500 by 1,500. Oh yeah, I'll try exporting it at 1,500 by 1,500 and see if maybe that makes it less crop weird. So we'll try that. Does Bonfire charge us for each color? It does not. So the way Bonfire works is we don't pay anything for, you know, posting a design. So we'll get to the next couple sections once we make the design draft, but essentially we just get a percentage of the whenever someone buys one, we get a percentage of whatever they pay for it, essentially. So there's no costs on our end just to like mock up and post a design or have like, you know, test it with the different colors. Yeah, let me try uploading the slightly lower resolution one and see if it likes that better. Show front. No, it's doing the same thing where it's cropping it all weird. Products. It's also not letting me like delete stuff from here. I'm wondering, I can try to create another one just to see if it will, maybe it's like a bug or something. Let's see. Start selling, upload. Is it? Maybe this is. No, this is showing the whole thing. And Bonfire is also getting a design can have up to 8 colors on the front and 8 colors on the back. I was under the impression that this was less than 8 colors. I'm gonna try to export just like a tiny version of this. Just because I want to be able to see it in Bonfire, just to see what the different color options will look like while we're on this call. Let's see. Oh, it won't let me do less than 1500 by 1500. That's cool. Okay, well, I guess we'll just look at. It's also not letting me like delete old versions of this either. I guess we'll just look at the purple though. Since I think it's got to be something to do with that color warning I was getting. But I guess we'll just look at the purple on to some different colors here. So, yeah, what I was doing before was I was looking at the orchid, the like light blue, the what I'm gonna do, try to do different is let's just try taking a screenshot because I would really like to see what this will look like on the different colors. Is it single click? I thought it was clicks. It is clicks with an S, but Bonfire, I'm trying to figure out, Bonfire is cropping things weirdly, and I'm trying to figure out why. This is the current design that we have. I still need to finalize a couple of the tiny like graphical things, but I'm just trying to see what this looks like on like different colored t-shirts. Yeah, it is clicks. It's just that Bonfire is doing something weird with trying to crop it. I'm gonna make one more attempt at creating a new one and then trying to shirts. Maybe if I go back next and then back. That's also not doing anything. This might just be a Bonfire bug, honestly. Yeah, so I'm going to try to recreate another one with the screenshot I took just to try to see if that will do anything different. But if not, we'll just look at how they look with the purple. Maybe the mouse being white rather than transparent. Yeah. I was only getting that on like some of the some of the, I was only getting that message on some of them though, so I'm not sure if that's what it was or not. Yeah, let's try the one I took a screenshot of though, just to see if that does anything different. No, that one's cropping it too. This has got to be some weird bonfire issue. I'll fix it after. But we'll just see how the purple looks on different colors then. So we have the blue. We're gonna go with the orchid, the blue. I feel like this, I mean, it's hard to tell with the teal getting cut out. Can try to log out and log back in. I could. I'm gonna have to go in and edit this later. I was seriously just trying to see how this looked on different colors though. Like, if I just screenshot, sure. Okay, well, I've at least got both of the main colors on here so we can see how they look on the backgrounds though. So I think this green is too close to the teal color. So probably not gonna do that teal color. Or not do this like light green one. I think most of the green and the blue has kind of the same issue where they're just not going to look great with the this like darker teal. This light blue I think is okay. I think they're different enough that it'll look okay on there. So we'll do light blue. We'll do, I think it looks nice on the orchid. Maybe gray. I think the dark purple with the dark gray doesn't have a ton of contrast, but I think the light gray might be okay. Neon violet is also, I think, okay. How many colors can we have? 9. Oh, 5 colors. So you can do up to 9 products and up to 5 colors per product in here. So I'm gonna, I don't know, we'll uncheck that for now. I think the lemon, the color contrast on this one looks good. I just don't know how many people want to wear a neon lemon colored shirt. But I like the butter. I think that one is good. And then the pink I think looks good also. And then ivory. So the 5 means we kind of have to pick and choose. I think I like orchid better than neon violet. I think it's more contrasting. So we'll do orchid. It's like blue, I think. Butter. I think the tan. And then we can either do, let's see, I think blossom is okay. Let's see if any of these other ones look. That one's very bright. I think neon cantaloupe is okay. Yeah, and then we have, I think most of the green ones are iffy. I'm thinking I'm going between like neon cantaloupe or blossom. My campers like pink. Yeah, I think a lot of people just like pink shirts also. So I'm leaning towards pink. Going between the neon cantaloupe and this pink color. Okay, so I think these are the 5 colors that we'll go with though, is this orchid, this light blue, butter, blossom, and ivory. And then we'll have to update, the graphic obviously, but I just kind of wanted to see the number of we'll have to also I'll have to go in and reduce the colors as well. I think what's happening is like the border around this neuron, like it's got to be doing something with like the gradient or shading, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like I see 6 colors between these two graphics. So we'll have to update that a little bit. But it won't let me like delete things from here either. But I'm thinking this on the front of the t-shirt. Unless, because we have the option to put it either on the back or the front, but I think the front, if it's only gone on one, it makes sense. I think it would be on the front. I think that's usually how t-shirts are. And then from here, just to kind of go through our usual process here, we would set up a t-shirt, and then the rest of these tabs are pretty much just setting up how much we want to sell it for, whether we want it to be printed in like batches, or if we want it to just be printed every time someone orders one. It also has like some settings about the different like sizes and things like that. But yeah, that's kind of the rest of the process here, but that's our usual process for designing a t-shirt. And I'll have to go in afterwards, and like I was saying, try to fix the colors, as well as the add in some, the background to these things. But yeah, we came up with a t-shirt design. What time is it? 12:54. Wow, it's almost been an hour. So that was the plan, was to come up with a Clicks for Ticks t-shirt. I also had this bag up because one of the things that I was looking at doing was they have these bags, and I don't know that we've offered those in the camp store before. So I was thinking of just also doing a bag design if we had the time. I think the graphic I was thinking about doing for that was the teal version of our logo. Which I've just downloaded. So we're just going to make a bag real quick too, because I think these look cool and are available. So I want to see what they look like, because I would like one of these. So we just upload. And that's also doing the weird cropping thing. Okay. I'll have to figure out what's going on with Bonfire after this, but I think one of the things I will also be uploading is going to be this like hip bag with a teal version of the logo, because I think it just looks cool. And that was the other thing I had set up and was thinking about posting. Let's see what it looks like on these different colors. Oh, the pink looks cool. Yeah, so I'll go in after this and check out why it's cropping things. But that was kind of our t-shirt design, and I will work on this today and post it. And like I mentioned before, there are links in our description to donate to our Clicks for Ticks campaign if anyone is able to. And there will also be a link to our Bonfire store if anyone would like to purchase this design whenever it is up, hopefully later today. But otherwise, thank you to everyone who joined and provided input on the live chat. I think this was a fun new thing to try. And I'm glad we got some people on and we're able to put something together and make a t-shirt for Clicks for Ticks campaign. So thank you. I will end.